Hey everybody, Jeff Joyner here, and it's first week of January and just landed in Orlando, Florida, kicking off my first ever winter speaking tour. I got 3 weeks of travel doing speaking events in Florida and then California and then Las Vegas, up to Minnesota, then back to Florida, and then Phoenix and Charlotte, gonna be all around the country. And so making a travel vlog for you, I always see and get to do some interesting things, and I'll be sharing them with you. Hopefully you find it interesting. Let's see what kind of fun we can get into. Just ran into one of my friends from high school, graduated with Blake McCauley, and I shared a little video clip with him. I got a picture. I didn't think about the video until it was too late. But you never know who you're gonna run into traveling around. It's awesome. He lives in Detroit. I live in Cincinnati. We run into each other in Orlando. Who'd have thought? Looking for some lunch here. Heard good things about Detroit style pizza here at Sodo. How good does this look? Pepperoni, sausage, fresh mozzarella, voted best pizza in Orlando by the Orlando Sentinel. Okay, it's the best pizza I've ever had. So I'm just chilling in the hot tub at my hotel here a little bit this afternoon. 71 degrees and sunny here in Florida. You know, back home right now it's 18 degrees and snowing. And so praise the Lord for this one. You know, my schedule when I travel is different than most people in their careers, that I don't pick the dates of the places. You know, I kind of half jokingly say that God does my schedule for me, because when opportunities come in, I never know when and where someone's going to ask me to speak. And it goes from, one place to the next, and I'm very grateful for every opportunity I have to go speak and make a difference in people's lives. But I'm especially grateful when I am in some beautiful location where it would be otherwise cold or rainy or snowy back where I live in Ohio. Watching my beloved Lions take it to the Vikings. Oh! Had a great speaking event in Ocala, Florida today. You know, I speak at some really interesting places. I've spoken at, amusement parks and boats and apartments and hotels and botanical gardens, and added a new one today. I spoke at a livestock pavilion. I spoke at a rodeo arena when I was in Katy, Texas. And so added another interesting venue. Great session. It was my third time with the same group. I got one more coming back in March. And leadership skills training. It was a really great day. All right, my work is done here in Orlando. I'm on my way to Los Angeles. Got the Michigan rowing team coming through line here. All right, go blue! So landed in LA, and they got a big wildfire in this direction. So I can smell it too. I'm heading the other direction. I was planning on visiting the Hollywood Walk of Fame today, where I've never been, and watching the sunset at Griffith Observatory to get a beautiful view of downtown LA and this whole area. And that's where those fires are at. All right, I'm driving in the middle of nowhere, the California desert, the Antelope Valley. Just gonna go to Griffith Observatory tonight, watch the sunset over Los Angeles, but with the wildfires there, that's all gonna be smoky. So I'm on my way to see something I've always wanted to see. So I like to visit interesting and unique places when I travel. This was a movie set for the Kill Bill movies. This is where Beatrix Kiddo was getting married, and the deadly Viper assassin squad came.
The movie is this one. All right. Now.
You know, I'm about 2 hours drive away from those wildfires, but the smoke is all the way blown out here. Man, I'm glad I got out of there. So I'm speaking tomorrow in Delano, California, home of wonderful citrus company where they process halos. This is the world's largest box of halos. I kind of came back here. I think I'm trespassing. I don't think I'm supposed to be back here. I'm in the shipping and receiving, so I'm gonna get out of here before I get arrested. So a guy on a forklift just stopped me, and I thought I was busted for being back here in the shipping and receiving. And I said, yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to be back here. And he goes, no, you're not. And I said, okay, so how do I get out of here? And he told me how to drive out of here. But then he said, hey, do you want a bag of fruit to go? I can get you some. Do you want me to take a picture of you? And I go, no, but that's very thoughtful, man. That's awesome. So super nice people here at the Cuties Halo processing plant. But Stephen Covey, this author, believed, and I agree, that most people spend a vast majority of their time thinking about, focused on, worrying about, gossiping about the things they can't control. And when you do that, the things your stress goes up, 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 and the things you can control start to shrink. Great session in Delano, California today. Heading south now, back to Southern California. Speaking in Palmdale tomorrow. That's pretty far east from LA, but still in the high wind area and hopefully not near the wildfires. So we will see how this goes. I don't know what that is over there, but there's like hundreds of planes. It's like a giant parking lot of airplanes. So this is kind of cool. I just like when I'm traveling, seeing cool stuff, and I'm driving. This is the Mojave Airport airplane graveyard. There's just like 100 planes off in a field. I wanted to check it out. Let's look online. They don't give tours, but dang, pretty cool. So I'm in Palmdale, California this morning, doing some leadership skills training. This is a client that I've done 2 sessions for already. This will be the 3rd and final one, unless they decide they want to do some more. And a great team. Should be a fun day. The sun is up. We're about 60 miles away here from the wildfires and all that, so it's kind of a weird thing. Like, here we are going to work like there's nothing's going on, when an hour away people are losing everything. And so but we're gonna press on and do the best we can to have a productive day. Famous sanguine cholerics for Mariah Carey and Jeff Joyner. I'm a little less famous than Mariah Carey, but I will admit that I'm a sanguine choleric. All right, how about sanguine melancholy? And I predicted that she'd be one of these. We won't go through all of these, but sanguine melancholy means outgoing, but more detailed than a typical sanguine would be. Great event in Palmdale today. Driving to a city called Ridgecrest. Check this view out. That's awesome. Red Rock Canyon State Park, I think, is what I'm getting ready to go through. Hey, so I got a couple days off before my next event. My next event's in Las Vegas. And so between Palmdale, California and Las Vegas is a spot I've always wanted to go, Death Valley National Park. So I'm driving through the Mojave Desert right now, which is just really super cool, just driving through here. And on my way to Death Valley, going to do some hiking there the next 2 days. And I'll share with you a couple highlights. This is the largest national park in the contiguous United States. It's, I think, like 3 million acres. This is where in Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and the droids on Tatooine looked over at the Mos Eisley spaceport. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's kind of cool that they shot that here. This place has been on my bucket list for a while, and I'm really glad it worked out. Got to get ready to head out. Got to drive to Las Vegas. I think it's about 2 hours from here, maybe a little bit more. I've been to Las Vegas, Nevada many times. Never drove into Las Vegas. I've always flown into town. So it's a little weird to show up here in a vehicle. And there's the Excalibur. Up on the 28th floor. Top floor, I think. Newest hotel casino in Las Vegas, the Fontainebleau. As you may know, I always get a picture where I'm speaking and I put it on social media. I thought it'd be cool speaking in Las Vegas today to get a picture by the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. I didn't know I'd have to stand in line to do it. That's a first. So there's some local dude who's up here, and for tips, he's taking pictures of people. But he's taking forever. You know, I'm getting like 50 pictures of each person, and that's what's holding up the line. So I just walked up, past all the line, and a little bit off to the side instead of straight on, got my own picture. Saved myself an hour in line. Hey guys, today I'm at the Pinball Hall of Fame. I'm in Las Vegas. Bunch of X-Men ones. John Wick. Venom. Foo Fighters. Well, it was an hour of fun for $10, which is better than you can do anywhere else in Las Vegas. I think I'm going to make a little longer video about this if anyone's interested. Check it out. What a funny moment here. Somebody pulled into this parking garage in Las Vegas and just parked their car in the middle of the road. I don't know if you can hear it in that video clip, but the security guy goes to the truck. He goes, "Anybody in there?" I go, "Are you serious?" He goes, "Hey, this is Vegas. You don't know if anyone's in that trunk." Oh, he's like Vegas at nighttime. From my hotel, you can see the Sphere. I was looking at it last night, driving past. It's pretty awesome. At the Las Vegas airport, getting ready to fly to Minneapolis. Of all the airports I've been to, only Vegas has gambling at the airport. I'm sure it exists other places. You may or may not know that I do like to gamble a little bit. A lot of the conferences I speak at are at casinos, and the only game I ever play is blackjack. I feel like, while the house does have the advantage for sure, it's the one game where a little bit of intelligence and strategy can pay off. So I hit a few casinos while I was here in town. I collect a $5 chip from every casino. And so the Durango, the Fontainebleau, Red Rock, and the Link. Where else did I play? Oh, Resorts World, which is the Fontainebleau and Resorts World are the two newest resorts. I started with $200 and I won a little bit and I lost a little bit. Then I won a little bit and I lost a little bit. And I won a little bit. And I'm leaving Las Vegas with $300. So if you can leave Las Vegas with a little bit more money than when you started, that is a win. So landed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, checking out the famous Mall of America. Only been here one time, and it was to ride roller coasters with my son. So we'll check it out, find some dinner. Very cool indoor music park here. My son loved it the time we came here. So as you may know, whenever I get a chance when I travel, love to get in a nice hot tub. Feels great. I'm constantly amazed by technology. So I'm in the hot tub here, got my Apple Watch Ultra. As soon as I dip it underwater, it automatically launches the depth app that measures water depth, temperature, duration underwater. I don't often find myself needing this information, but it's pretty cool. Just had such a good time here in Minnesota at Big Boar Barbecue Company. You know, one of the things I like most about the traveling that I do is getting a chance to get together with people I know in different parts of the country, and some old friends from college, Tim and Krista, who hadn't seen them in many, many years, reconnected with them a few years ago. They live in this area and said, "Hey, you want to get together for some dinner?" And so with them and their son Cole and his wife, and we just had a great dinner. We just sat talking and catching up and telling stories for a few hours, and such a fun time. It was awesome. So now I got about an hour drive up to St. Cloud, Minnesota. It's pretty cold here, I must say. 7 a.m. on my way to a speaking event in central, maybe north central Minnesota. Everyone's like, oh, it's like right now it's like 34 degrees here, and everyone's like, it's so unseasonably warm. It's usually far below zero. Thank you, Minnesota. It's supposed to, in 2 days, drop down to be super freezing. I'll be long gone. All right, had a great event up here in Minnesota. Racing down to Minneapolis Airport, catching a flight to Orlando, and then driving up to Gainesville. Should be an adventurous night of travel. Classic spot at the Minneapolis airport, the Prince store. You know, I hated Prince when I was in high school, but as I've gotten older, I find myself nostalgically listening to his songs sometimes, I will admit. Well, back in Orlando for the second time on this trip. I was just here like a week and a half ago, and they had a big Christmas tree right there, and they've taken that down. And so, you know, I often book back-to-back days speaking in different parts of the country, which maximizes my revenue, but it makes for some long travel nights. Just flew from Minneapolis in here to Orlando. It's 12:30 in the morning. I got a 2-hour drive up to Gainesville to do an event up there in the morning. So getting ready to rent a car and head that way. Got a Cadillac for my rental car for the first time. I don't think I've ever had a Cadillac rental car. And I've rented hundreds of cars. This is the CT4, which I think is kind of their entry-level sedan. So not the super fanciest one, but so far, man, the handle's super good. Smooth, quiet in here. I like it. Good job, Cadillac. All right, I am in Gainesville, Florida with a bunch of awesome people. We just had a couple hours. Hey, who was saying here you got something out of this and you're excited about making a difference in the lives of children? Hey, and I'm proud of the leadership team here who is investing in your happiness and your career success. So give them a hand too. Thank you very much. See you guys next time. Landed in Louisville, Kentucky. You may know that one of the companies we own, we teach people how to start small businesses and run them in their spare time. And we work with a whole team of other people that are involved in the same project. We work with Amway Corporation and leadership team development. And they have a few conferences a year. This one is with the I Live team, and very excited to be here and be a part of it before I head off to do more speaking in Phoenix, Arizona, and Charlotte next week. So excited to be here. The bags all got jammed and they stopped the conveyor belt. Someone needs to jump up there and be a hero. All right. I think I'm going to be that hero. All right, now in case they arrest me, you guys appreciate me doing that, right? All right, thank you very much. Got my bag. What I did not get on video is when I was up there rescuing the luggage. Over the loudspeaker, it comes, "Please do not stand on the luggage carousel. Help will be there shortly." And everybody was like, "Well, he's just trying to help." It was hilarious. What an adventure. Great conference here in Louisville. Now catching a flight to Phoenix, Arizona. I suspect it's a little warmer out there. Just landed in Phoenix, Arizona. One of my favorite cities in America. Just look fierce. All right.
Constipated.
Out here in Arizona, we're at the pickleball space playing some pickleball with Danielle and her mom and her stepdad. We had a great time playing. Even games, even matches. Thanks for playing with me, guys. I'm in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. You know, I've been here in the summertime when it was like 115 degrees. And so today it's like 63 and sunny. Man, this is such a beautiful place to visit. I love it. It's a cool mural. I'll walk you down and show you the end. Pretty impressive that somebody painted this whole thing. Some turtles eating some cactus. Got the city of Phoenix. Probably Southwest Airlines. This dude looks serious. Just had a great dinner with one of my clients that first hired me back in like 2014. One of the unexpected blessings of my career is that some of my clients become friends, and I have these wonderful connections all around the country with super amazing people. And so I had dinner with Linda and Robert. It was really, really cool. It was a fun, special time. All right, had a great event in Phoenix. Now I'm driving to Tucson, and never been on this stretch of the road. Never been to Tucson, Arizona. But the mountains off the side of the road in this part of the country are just awesome. And today I am coming to you from Saguaro National Park. right, day 20 of my winter speaking tour. Getting close to the finish line. Got 2 more stops, flying to Atlanta and then on to Charlotte, speaking there in the morning and then flying home. Landed in Charlotte. This airport is so big. I got my second Cadillac of the trip, rental car, but check this out, how the screen. It's like one big panoramic dashboard. Just did my last speaking event of my tour. I am in North Carolina, outside of Charlotte, doing some leadership training for a group of child nutrition professionals. I spoke for their whole team back in August and they were impressed, and so they booked me to come back 2 more times to do some training for their managers and supervisors. Just had a fun session, great team, and I'm going to be back in March working with them again. All right, I have a Cadillac for my rental car, and my brother Phil works for a company that they manufacture parts for GM cars and Cadillacs. I said, is this one of yours that they do the acoustics and stuff for? He said, open the door and look for something that says, a sticker that says Fairfax. Oh, there it is. Fairfax assembly plant. So my brother Phil was involved, him and his team, on making all the acoustics and stuff for this car. That's awesome. You know, I got a few extra minutes on my way to the airport, and I was driving past the Charlotte Motor Speedway. I wonder if they let me go in here and just walk around and check it out. I don't know if they will or not. Let's see. All right, I'm here with Ray, who's taking a few minutes to show me around. So nice to meet you, Ray. What do we got here?
Well, we got a 1.5 mile track on the outside, a 1/4 mile race track in the middle here, a go-kart track on this side, and a road course up there. And then we do 2 races here for NASCAR. Coca-Cola 600, the longest race of the year. And then in October, we also do the Roval race, which is road course and oval together. And today, we got cars starting to come in because we're going to have legend cars racing this week. They come and do the winter series here.
So cool. And you were telling me it's not just a few days a year, there's like 1,600 events a year here?
1,600 events on the entire facility.
So something going on here every day, a lot of something's every day.
Because we have a drag racing facility here, dirt track racing facility here. So we're always doing something on the track.
Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to show me around. Well, that was cool. I said, you know, I really only have a few minutes. Can I walk out and see the track? And he said, no. He said, but I can walk out there with you. And so appreciate that. Thanks, Ray. That does it for my winter tour. Been an epic 3 weeks. Wildfires, hikes in the desert, national parks, speaking events all around the country, in Florida and California and Minnesota and Arizona and North Carolina. And great time to make a difference in the lives of other people, and at the same time see and do some really cool stuff, meet some great people, played some pickleball with friends, got to do a lot of cool stuff. So hopefully you enjoy getting a little glimpse into my life, and we will catch you next time.